What it do, YouTube? It's your boy Jersey Rich, man. We here with a update video, news update. Let me check something real quick, see if we live. Yeah, it looks like I'm live. Let's check some audio out. Yeah, it looks like I'm live. Checking some things out real quick. Really need to change my thumbnail and all this extra stuff, but it is what it is. Sorry, you guys hear echo. And yeah, we just gonna be chopping it up about Kevin Samuels, the pastor of Kevin Samuels, and people's thoughts, and yeah, we're gonna go from there. Maybe play some audio from the Tariq Nasheed show, and where he was talking about him a couple of days ago, and people was calling in, and people had their different opinions about what they thought about Kevin Samuels, and some of the people that tuned in were interested in the things they said. What are your thoughts about Kevin Samuels and his view on black women? Because a lot of people have bad views about him and didn't care about him passing away. How do you feel about that? Leave that in the comments. I start a conversation about it because this is trending. Just checking a little bit of my things, my sources right now. Definitely gonna play some audio of it. But yeah, let's definitely start this conversation. This is Jersey Rich, and this is news and updates. One of my segments on my YouTube channel. Definitely tune in on Sundays. Me and my boys, we got another segment called Chop It Up. We talk about different topics. We definitely tune in on Sundays about 11:30, 12 Eastern time. But we definitely gonna get into this conversation in a minute. Definitely hit that like button. I definitely appreciate it. It goes a long way. Helps out the platform a lot. If you hit that like button for your boy, I really appreciate it. If you're not already subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. We're gonna get into this conversation about Kevin Samuels and your thoughts about him. Just checking something out real quick. I like to play this on my TV also, so I can see what's going on there too. When it comes to the comments. Sorry about the cough. I'm still fighting a little cold, it seems like. But yeah, let's get into like one of these people that called into the Tariq Nasheed show and had their thoughts about him passing away. Let's see if we can play some of this audio, and that's touch based on what you think about him passing away, your thoughts, and should he receive a lot of hate because of his thoughts. So should we all have an opinion, right? So everybody has an opinion. Like, is it wrong to have an opinion? That's the whole thing about him passing away. Like, his opinion now, he's getting a lot of hate messages now that he's passed away. Let's see if we can play some of this audio.
Who's this person? Trio Fly? Trio Fly?
Trio Life. Trio Life.
Oh, okay, Trio Life.
Definitely hit that like button too. I really appreciate if you hit that like button for your boy.
Man,
how you doing, fam?
It's all good. I'm good, man. How you been, man? I ain't talked to you since the Hidden Colors premiere. But speaking of what's going on with this, man, I just think it's really sad that people take the opportunity to down somebody who was actually talking a lot of truth. And like you said, it brought a lot of conversations to the table. Me and my lady had a lot of different conversations.
And which is true. Let's be honest. Let me mute this real fast. Let's mute this. Yeah, a lot of the stuff that Kevin Samuels did say was a lot of truthful things he said. He did have a big platform, and he spoke his mind. What's wrong with speaking your mind about topics? You know what I mean? Let's get with it.
He wouldn't even spoke about if it wasn't for his platform. So,
no doubt.
Rest in peace to that brother.
Much respect. Thank you, brother. Sis, let's get the sis on right now. Patricia, hop on, beloved.
Oh, hi, Tariq. I just heard about Kevin, and that's really sad news. I stopped listening to him for a long time ago, but I kind of came to the conclusion that he may be gay. Another thing,
What does him being gay have to do with anything? You feel me? Like, what that have to do with him being gay, his sexual preference? What does that have to do with anything? Real fast. Hold on, I'm gonna get back and playing this. I'm just trying to put some of this on my social medias that I'm live right now. But yeah, put that in the comments. What does him, if he was gay, and I don't believe that, we gonna get into that why he passed away too, because he was found with a so called his girlfriend or whoever this lady was he was with. You know, there's some funny style stuff that went on why he passed away. So we're gonna get on that too. I'm just trying to put this on my social media real fast, but definitely leave that in the comments. Let's top it up. I'm definitely gonna play more of that audio real quick, because this lady said a lot of interesting stuff. Hold on, I'm trying to put this on my Instagram real fast so people are live real quick. Definitely put your thoughts in here. What you think? Put this live right now. We live right now. I got people tuning in. We live. I'm gonna start doing this before I go live though, so I don't gotta waste time. Hold on real quick. Hold on for your boy. Definitely hit that like button. If you haven't already hit that like button, please hit that like button for your boy. I really appreciate it. I'm just trying to put this on my social medias real quick. See something. Yep, this on my Instagrams real quick, and okay, we should be done with that real quick. Let's go back to YouTube. Alright, man, we back with it. Let's play some of this audio.
it's not good to degrade your women like that in public. If he could have gotten with you or Farrakhan or some group, and you all, call the women together and we do this privately, but when he would do that for the whole world to hear, that devalues us and put our lives in jeopardy, the women and our children, our girls. Millions of us are being kidnapped. People are being pulled, out of their cars and being kidnapped and all that and raped. So what he did was dangerous. And I did hear some black men call into his show and tell him that they didn't appreciate that. They didn't threaten him, but they let him know, because they're putting their daughters in jeopardy too, and their wives. They let him know that they didn't appreciate what he was doing to black women. He wouldn't do that to white women. You see what I mean? So I didn't wish him anything like that, but in a way, it's good he's gone, and I hope he set an example for the next.
It's good he's gone. That's real harsh to say about somebody that passed away. No matter what your opinions on, that's real harsh. I don't have the heart to say that to somebody that passed away. It's good he's gone. That's a black brother that passed away real young, and he shouldn't have passed away. We should be asking more questions of why he passed away. Then bashing him because of his opinions. Everybody has an opinion about things, and his opinions shouldn't, take away him passing away. Let's get back into what this lady was saying.
Black man who wants to go nationally or globally and disrespect black women. Thank you.
All right, sis said, she said he is good he's gone. Yeah, okay. All right. Hey, I'll speak on how you feel. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel. I don't agree with that, but
yeah, I definitely do. I definitely do not agree with that. I don't agree with somebody saying that to somebody that just passed away, and rest in peace to him, and blessings to all his family members and people that did follow him, because he did have a big platform and he spoke his mind. You know what I mean? And he has a unique story to tell. You feel me? And I always thought that about him. So let's go see who else called into this Tariq Nasheed show.
Stephanie, hop on.
Hello. Yeah, I think it's twofold. I would say, of course, rest in peace to Kevin Samuels, but I believe that it was a construct, a major construct that was built on behalf of the platform that he was building. So my view on it is kind of detached from Kevin Samuels, the person, even though he has passed on, rest in peace, but the construct has fallen, unfortunately. I mean, it's a mature mature conversation. It's a complex conversation. I actually think that it's a sign and a wonder as a believer. So I don't want to go too far into the spiritual rabbit hole, but you can't really say, oh, I would never say, oh, someone losing their life is a great thing. It's just a sign and a wonder because it's massive. It's a massive construct that has been brought down, unfortunately.
Well, thank you so much, Steph.
Okay.
And
Okay, I can kind of hear what she said with that. You feel me?
from what I understand, I think they're going to, and I've been just hearing things. Nothing is confirmed, but I've just been hearing from some reliable sources that they're going to take the body out to Oklahoma. I think that's where he's from originally. And I heard they're planning the funeral already to be in Oklahoma. So we're just waiting on some official statements from the family or any kind of spokesperson that he might have. Let's get Brother Ryan in here. What's up, Brother Ryan Shabazz, my good brother? Hop in, Ra.
Yeah. Peace and Black Power, man. I just want to chime in and say this, right? You know, it's very unfortunate that people are taking the passing of our brother and making disparaging statements and things like that. You know, a lot of these individuals are nothing but prostitutes for likes and concubines for comments. You know, I didn't always agree with him. You know, he had a very strong opinion. He stood 10 toes down on it, and not only that, you know, he took social media by storm.
Like he held his ground. Everything he said, he held his ground and stood on everything he said for one thing. And a lot of people can't do that.
Yeah, that's how a lot of us know of him. So he did that in life and he did that in death because right now he's trending on Twitter. So we got to ask ourselves, what is our legacy going to be? Are people going to be talking to us or about us after our demise? And that's all I want to say.
Much respect to you, Brother Ra. And by the way, Brother Ra, he's in the new film that we're doing about the Maroons. Our Brother Ra, he's spitting some good game in that. Let's get Sunshine in here. Sunshine.
Yeah, I'm just trying to play some of this audio of people that called into the Tariq Nasheed show and people that had their thoughts about, Brother Kevin Samuels passing away and the things they said about him and some of the things they were saying were interesting. So I'm just recapping on some of the things they said on this podcast. You feel me? But if you do tune in, definitely hit that like button for your boy. I definitely appreciate it. If you're not subscribed already to the channel, please subscribe. I do a lot of shows now on here. I'm going to be holding a lot of shows down on Sundays. We do a show called Chop It Up where me and a panel of people chop it up with different topics. So definitely stay tuned. I got a lot of heat coming on this platform. Sorry about that commercial.
Sunshine. Oh, she bounced. Let's get Irie. Let's get Irie in here.
Brother Tariq, good evening.
What's up, brother? How are you?
Oh, everything's well, man. Everything's well. Thank you. I hope everything is good for you and the family also.
No doubt.
On your addition also. Brother, it's weird, I wasn't really too heavy, about Brother Kevin Samuels as far as like following him, trying to, religify the brother. It was just very refreshing to see a black man hold the space, be able to go ahead and present himself in a presentable manner, and then be able to go ahead and actually.
Okay, brother. I have you got to give the baby some juice and put them to bed.
Homie got the kids in the background. I definitely know how that goes, man. That's why I try not to go live when I got the kids in the house because that's exactly how it's gonna sound like, just like that brother's house, man. Respect to that brother though. Let's play some audio.
All right. Much respect. Yeah, it's I don't know. You look like you're on the East Coast. Those babies need to be in bed right now. Much respect to the babies, but I have you call later when you put the babies to bed. And put the babies in bed and put on SpongeBob and let them go to sleep watching SpongeBob. Let's get Mr. 1950 in here.
Hey, what's going on, man? Appreciate your time. Just wanted to say something really quick. I know the young lady was talking earlier about, Kevin Samuels putting black women in jeopardy, and but I just,
speak on their truths, no matter what lane they're in. They
Yeah.
need to speak on their truth, and they can't be afraid of that. And I think the sister came on, and I know she had some ill will about speaking upon his death. But these are the same women who want to be protected by black men, but yet they don't have our backs when things like this happen. And I think that is so hypocritical for somebody to come on here and say they didn't care about this person dying. Now, if it was in reverse,
Facts. This brother right here speaking truth. Let's go.
if it was a woman, it was a powerful woman in their community that they felt like, oh, this person, and we was wishing death, and because they didn't agree. Like, are you serious? It's 2022, and people get mad at us for not for they want us to die for not agreeing with them.
Right.
My brother is crazy out here, man, and I really appreciate you.
Thank you so much, brother. And my brother, you made a very good point. A lot of the people on Edge Control Jail Twitter sitting up here trying to celebrate Kevin Samuels dying, talking about how happy they are. Now, these are the same people that'll be hugged up with a race soldier for killing one of their damn relatives.
Exactly.
See, this is what I don't like.
It's that double standard thing, and just like the lady was saying before, if this was a white person, it wouldn't happen like that. And it's the same way you're saying it. So if he was a white man, you wouldn't feel the same way like this. So that's, you on a double standard type of thing. Let's go.
One of these race soldiers killed one of your relatives. You're standing up there at a press conference with Benjamin Crump talking about how much you forgive every damn body.
Exactly.
So don't have all of this crazy death smoke for black folks, and y'all be the same forgiving Negroes when it's somebody white who has aggrieved you or your loved one. You see, that's the kind of smoke that I ain't feeling. Let's get our brother Terrain Walker in here. What's up? What's up, brother Terrain?
Definitely hit that like button and hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed to the channel, man. Let's go.
Waiting on Terrain's microphone to hop on.
Brother, how you doing?
I'm good, family. How are you?
Good, man. It's good to finally talk to you. First of all, I want to say rest in peace to the brother, Kevin Samuels. And I'm going to be real brief here. What I saw tonight on Twitter was some of the worst stuff I've ever seen on this app, man. I've never seen so many black women and black men celebrating the possible death and the eventual death of a black man over his opinion. It's crazy to me. And
you notice how he said Twitter, right? Y'all know who runs Twitter. And there's a reason why everybody's bashing him on Twitter. Twitter lets things like that happen. Let's go.
And what's scary about that is if you look at the people who are celebrating this, these are people who work in media. These are people who work in, the legal.
Exactly, media. They control the narrative of everything. So, of course, they're going to let people bash him. But if it was vice versa, y'all already know that wouldn't have happened that way. It's the people that control the narrative controls what you see. And they control what people can say on their platform. If they don't agree with what you say, they'll take it down. So people bashing him, Kevin Samuels, are passing away, and they're not taking their post down. That says a lot about these platforms.
For the legal field, these are people who have control of young black people's lives, and this is how they feel about a black man's death because they didn't like what he said. I think that is the most horrifying thing out of all of this, and you see it more often than not, but it really came out tonight, and it's disgusting. So I just want to say, we just have to keep this brother's legacy going. If we want to speak, say what we want to say, let's speak. Let's not be afraid to do that, and rest in peace to the brother.
Key word right there. Don't be afraid to speak your mind. People don't like Kevin Samuels because he spoke his mind. He spoke on truth of what he thought was true about maybe black women and black society and culture and stuff like that. He spoke on things like that. So he spoke on what, in his mind, what he felt was true. What's wrong with speaking what you feel is true?
No doubt. Thank you so much, brother. And my man made a good point. A lot of these people, man, if you look at a lot of the people talking greasy, these are these Negroes who are these Democratic operatives. A lot of them are clicked in with the left-wing media. A lot of them have a lot of foreign flags. I want y'all to notice that. Don't miss that. Let's get what's your name? Am Lisette.
How are
Thanks
you,
for
Amistad?
having me. I'm good. I'm good. Thanks for putting this on. So, this is what I want to say. I think I'm maybe in the minority of black females who didn't necessarily hate Kevin Samuels. And even though I didn't always agree with everything that, or the point of views that he had, particularly on the cheating part, or how to stop.
If you're thinking about buying solar panels, don't. The U.S. government will literally buy them for you.
How you meant to cheat, things that were going against the moral fabric that he proclaimed for the black community, and that he kind of waver on certain things. But I'm actually kind of shocked at the whole celebrating of his death. I thought we were better than that as a people, that we can disagree on things and still. I mean, people are they're putting him up with Bin Laden and Putin. I don't get it. This is amazing, really amazing. They're on Clubhouse talking about this. I've listened to several rooms there.
And then again, look at these platforms that people are talking about him on, and you can't say certain words about certain things on these platforms because they would take they'll take your post down. But for them to be able to bash a black person that passed away on their platforms, you know what I mean? Like, just think about it, brothers. Think about who really controls the narrative when it comes to things like this.
So I'm really surprised because one thing, I'd rather someone be an influencer and stand for something, even if I don't 100% agree with it, than go out in this world without saying anything. So I don't have to agree with everything that Kevin Samuels did. I could tell you, I think there's a complex relationship between the community and Kevin Samuels, and he is going to have a legacy. Look how long people have been talking about him before even confirming his death. Just the speculation of him dying was actually causing people to talk about his influence and legacy right there and then. So I think there's that part, and then the last part to me is there's the difference between the message and everything else behind Kevin Samuels. I didn't think he was the most credible person in terms of credentialing, education, different areas. There's people been in the game way longer than Kevin Samuels who could really speak on these items, but he was the most vocal. He took the platform, ran with it, and made a name for himself. And he showed YouTubers and influencers how to really make it big in that arena. So there was a hustle.
Exactly. He's a man that spoke his mind and got big off speaking his mind. That's what YouTube and being a creator is all about. Speaking your mind, speaking on people, speaking on topics. This is what I'm doing right now. I'm speaking on a topic that happened to him. This is what people do when it comes to these platforms. Everybody does it on these platforms. People going to talk about you. People going to talk about different topics. That's what social media is all about. Like, let's be real.
So a business aspect to what he was doing, and they think we need to separate that. You take the meat, throw away the bones, and that's really I improved my marriage on certain things that he said, but I didn't have to listen to everything for me to gain something. And I think we have to learn to mature.
You see that? That's the second person that said them listening to him improved their marriage in different ways. So not everything he was preaching on was wrong. And there's been a lot of people that called in that said the same exact thing as this lady's saying right now.
To take the meat, throw away the bones with certain people, and don't feel like we have to agree with every single thing, and then wish death on them if something does happen to them, especially within our own community. White people know how to do it all the time, Tariq. We can't seem to get it.
I 100% agree, sister. I agree 100%. Very good perspective. Thank you so much, beloved. Let's get Tammy in here. Tammy?
Hello, Tariq. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm definitely trying to get the more of the females perspective because I feel like it's more film that didn't relate to what he was saying because I believe he came at them about weight and different things, aspects of in the relationship when it comes to women. So a lot of them turned against Kevin Samuels. So I'm trying to get their view and listen to what they got to say mostly about him.
I'm good. How are you, Tammy?
Fine, I'm doing okay. I just wanted to put it out there because there's been like speculation on how he died, but I know he previously had cancer, so I don't know if that might have been the reason. But I just wanted to put that.
Yeah, that's good. I didn't know brother had. Did not know that the brother had cancer. I heard other stories about how he might have passed away. I heard something about maybe a pill or heard little stories. I'm not too sure I want to speak on that because I don't know exactly how he passed away, but I didn't know he might have had cancer.
That out there. But it's sad. I mean, he was really young. I feel bad about it.
Yeah, yeah. We don't know yet what happened because again, there has not been an official report by the authorities down there in Georgia, which is where I think he died. But we're just waiting on the official word of what actually happened. Let's get Brother Dane.
Hey, how you doing, Brother Tariq?
How you doing, sir?
Man, I'm good. It's just weird taking this lens, seeing how divided everybody is. I seen something that said that he created the division. Talking about Kevin Samuels.
Yeah.
I don't believe so. I believe he sparked conversations that had us realizing that there were different opinions and outlooks.
Exactly. Once again, he made people think. That was his motive of starting his platform, was to start a conversation. That's all this is about, is starting a conversation. He made black people think, if you agreed or not. He made you think about something. He made you second guess things. That's what he was good at. This is the game of social media that you guys gotta pay attention to.
On things between black men and black women, which was okay, whether you agree with him or not. His delivery, people talk about, are you really celebrating the death of a man because you disagree with his delivery?
Yeah.
That's just weird to me. It's just real weird energy, and there's dudes out here like Zimmerman signing books, and we celebrate. I'm saying we loosely, but
yeah, but he's still walking around free. That's another story.
Black people celebrating that Kevin Samuels is dead.
Real talk. Yeah, so my thing is you got to have that energy for everybody, all across the board. Let's get Caleb.
Exactly, that's facts right there. Spoken facts.
Up in here, Caleb, and then we get Michelle.
Yeah, I actually sad that Kevin's gone. A lot of people be like, oh, I don't agree with necessarily everything he said, but honestly, I think he had a good message, which he expected people to. Hello. Yeah. Okay. He expected people to be reasonable with their requests, and you can't be a bum and broke and think you're going to get Rihanna. You can't be overweight with everybody's baby and thinking you're going to get this imaginary high value man. I think he just wanted people to be reasonable and not look down upon other black people. Women not looking down on black men, and the average black man not looking down on women. It was. I think he was trying to build some kind of rapport with black people and not looking down upon one another. So I don't know how that to hating black women. Is it because he told black women that you're overweight? They just couldn't handle that. That they felt like, oh well, he's a bad person. He hates women. I'm not sure where all this hate is coming from.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I think he made a lot of black women think. And them thinking, they have their opinions on Kevin Samuels. And some of their opinions, the whole thing is just in social media. He made a lot of people think. That was his key role on him starting his social media platform, was to get black people to think. And that's what he did. And this is why, even though he passed away, they're still talking about him. You feel me? Let's get more into these conversations. Definitely hit that like and subscribe button for your boy if you have not already.
Happy brother. Thank you so much for the call. Let's get up. Michelle. Michelle, how are you?
Hi, Teresa. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, dear?
I'm good. How's Lexi doing?
She's good. She's sitting over here rubbing her stomach. She's chilling.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
My thing is about Kevin Samuels. I wasn't a fan of his. And he was entitled to his opinion. But my thing is, his opinion was sort of disrespectful in a way.
The body's only healthy when your hormones are balanced, and that's why so many guys suffer from low T. Unbalanced hormones can...
What'd you say?
I said, how so? How was his opinion disrespectful?
Well, it's just that... it just rubbed me the wrong way, because a lot of the things that he was talking about and saying was like, that it doesn't fit everybody. Like, far as women.
Well, we're all different people. So the people he touched based on is the people he may think. That's the whole point of why he said what he said. You know what I mean? Yeah, we're all different people. He know specifically the people that he's been talking about is, is a certain amount of people he's been talking about. That's what happens.
Weight. You don't know why some women are heavy. You don't know why some women are whatever. But I just didn't agree with that part because I had a physical accident and I've been messed up for 10 years or so, and it's kept me from doing the things I used to do before I put the weight on. So don't make
that's rare, but you gotta understand that is rare. There's a bunch of accident victims out there if that's the case, all right?
And that's my thing. Don't make assumptions to why somebody is overweight. Don't make assumptions to why somebody is a certain way.
I really think when I look at this and I hear this, I feel like a lot of things he said, look at it this way, it might have been to motivate people. I'm sure a lot of things he said, if you paid attention to like earlier when there's people that say, hey, me listening to him, it helped my marriage. I feel like a lot of things he said also helped people get into the gym. You know, work on your appearance better. I feel like a lot of things he said was truthful and he helped a lot of people out. I don't think it's all this hate that's coming out. I think it's more of a 50-50 thing, and I think the people that are mad are people that were lazy, maybe get, insecure about themselves. And I think that's all about people that's all these hate messages that he's going out. I feel like these are people that's insecure about their own self.
And I'm actually shocked that he's dead because he's not old. He wasn't an old man. So I'm not.
It's not old at all. And him just dying at 50 something is way young.
Celebrating his death, but I'm shocked he's dead.
Yes, ma'am. But thank you so much, Michelle. Now here's the thing is, look, a lot of stuff, the brother, you can have your opinions or whatever, but a lot of stuff he said was, he was brutally honest about a lot of stuff, and sometimes people.
That's the key. He was honest. So when you're honest with people, a lot of people don't like. It's even sometimes for me, when somebody's just too honest. Sometimes it's even hard for me to take it. But sometimes you have to take that on the chin and make you a better person. So I feel like when it comes to Kevin Samuels, he made a lot of people actually better. If you took his advice or you listened to things he said you didn't like, maybe that made you look in the mirror like, well, maybe I need to work on my weight. Maybe I need to work on my appearance. Maybe I need to work on how to get more money and get financial stable. I feel like a lot of things he said opened up a lot of people's eyes. And the people that hate him are the people that are self-conscious with their own self, to be honest with you. And I think that's when it comes to that 50-50 opinion. Let's see what Tyree said.
People are not used to brutal honesty, especially in our community. We like for people to lie. And Kevin had a lot of female listeners, and I think a lot of the women were listening because they knew that there was some truth in what he was saying. And I didn't listen to a lot of his stuff. But
exactly, a lot of truth. There's a lot of truth in everything he said. So people hating on him because he had an opinion. His opinion made you think. It made you feel like you had to work on yourself. And the people that didn't work on themselves are the people that hate him and bash him as that he's dead. You know what I mean? If you have already, please hit that like button for your boy. Thanks for joining. Thanks for tuning into the live. Hit that like button. I really appreciate it. We're talking about Brother Kevin Samuels and his impact on people. And, there's two ways to look at this about when it comes to Brother Kevin Samuels. He has a lot of hate because things that he said, but the way I look at it is a lot of people that don't like him is because they don't like how true he was. You feel me? They didn't like how true he was, so they couldn't take the criticism that he put out. Let's see what Tariq Nasheed said about some of this more stuff. Like, definitely tune in, definitely hit that like button if you already did not.
From the stuff that I did listen to, he would go in on some of the men and he would say some truths about men men, you can't be broke, and you can't be out here slacking and think you're gonna get the top notch women. And with women, you got to have your look together. And I
Exactly. He told people to work on their appearance, self wealth. Health is wealth. He spoke a lot about that, and I don't think there's nothing wrong with speaking about that things. I think a lot of things he said once again made people look at themselves in the mirror.
I've been writing books about that type of stuff for years, and again,
HoneyBook is what I use as my client management software. I swear by it. I use it to do all my bookings, accept all my payments, get all.
Decades ago, when I started writing my books, I would have the brutally honest approach. And remember, I used to do something called the Mac Lessons radio show, which was the birth of all of this stuff years ago. Some of you new people might not remember the Mac Lessons radio show. I used to go in on all of this stuff a long time ago.
Fact. So is it okay for? Okay. Let's get into. I wish I had more people tuned in and definitely chop it up. People be acting real scary on this platform. I have people watching me, don't want to hit the like button, but it is what it is. Another thing I'm gonna say, I'm gonna get off this topic real quick, is like tap in with me now. Soon it's gonna be hard for you to tap in with me. I remember who taps in with me now, okay? That's all I'm gonna say about that. I remember who taps in with me. Don't tap in with me later when my platform's already big enough. Don't tap in with me then, okay? I'm gonna let that be known, and I'm gonna say that in a couple of my different shows I do, especially on the Sunday show. If you don't tap in with me now, don't tap in with me later, okay? Right now we talk about brother Kevin Samuels and his my idea of him, and and I feel like he was a good brother that had an opinion, and people hate him because of his opinion.
And part of the appeal of the Mac Lessons radio show was the brutal honesty that came with it. And I would give some of the heat to the men and the women. I would go in on the dudes more than the women, but a lot of women, unfortunately, pandered to by the dominant society, and they don't tell you the truth. They tell you things that's going to ultimately cause you to undermine yourself by not being honest with you. They sit up here and parade the Lizzos around and say, hey, this is body positivity. That's not body positivity. So when somebody says Lizzo is not body positivity, that's not being disrespectful. That's actually trying to help you. Because we don't want you running around here about to fall out from cholesterol or whatever, and having to twerk with your big flat ass out here on basketball TV screens in order to get clout. That's not a good look. And it's not a good look for dusty niggas to run around here and do what they do. So the criticism goes all the way across the board.
And it's the criticism that people couldn't take from him.
Right? But our society is told if you criticize one side of the gender spectrum, that you're being disrespectful. No. I think my man's appeal was that he was just very honest with his truth. Let's get our sister. I get April next, but I get Abika. I can't pronounce your name.
Yeah. Hey, Tariq.
How you doing, sir? Now, how do I pronounce your name?
Abakia.
Abakia. How are you, sir?
Good. So it's a real tragedy. We all love Kevin, and he's like a social commentary on our lives and like unrealistic expectations, both in terms of women and men. So it's going to be hard to replace him. I know all these second-tier dating websites and dating shows, would be trying to fill the gap, but it's going to be a huge loss. But Tariq, I have to say that I am from Ethiopia, and the lady you had two persons before me, Amleset, she's also from Eritrea. Okay. I don't think you mentioning people with these flags saying things, I don't think that's the right thing, because I haven't...
Okay, so he decided the lady that calls from Ethiopia, so is there a thing with out-of-country people or out-of-country black people that's not FBA? Seems like that might be a lot of where he's getting his hate from. Might even be from people that's out of the country.
Seen that much, I'm sure you're trying to say Africans. I haven't seen any Africans saying shit about Kevin tonight. It was mostly black women and black men saying stuff about him. I'm sure there was going to be like a few people who say that, but there's no point in dividing.
Well, I got to point it out. I saw a lot of Caribbean flags, women with these Caribbean flags kind of talking greasy, and the dudes are usually these Pussy Live Matter dudes.
Exactly. Like, I feel like a lot of his hate is coming from people out of the country. It's not even coming from a lot of FBA or, black Americans in the U.S. I feel like a lot of his hate is coming from people that's out of the country that really disagree with Brother Kevin Samuels.
So, we're calling that stuff out. But anyway, thank you for the call, brother. Let's get our sister April in here. April, hop on, beloved.
Hey. Doing good. Peace, power, and reparations to the people. I think that last caller was a demonstration of why we need to stop the flatness of blackness, right?
Yeah.
Because they love to say that black people can't do this and black people can't do that. Y'all aren't black, right? But my thoughts are, it's a lot of black American hate. And what I've seen tonight.
Yeah, definitely put that in the comments. Do you feel like most of Kevin Samuels' hate are coming from mostly people outside of the country? Definitely hit that like button for your boy. I definitely appreciate it. We're talking about Brother Kevin Samuels, his passing, and his impact, good and bad.
Has been very telling, and I hope that my people are paying attention to the people that are celebrating the death of this black American man.
And I feel like a lot of his people that celebrating, like I said once again, are people that's coming from out of the country. And people are hating on Kevin Samuels because he spoke truth. People don't like truth. That's for one thing. That's why people don't like Kevin Samuels. He spoke truth, and a lot of people can't take truth. They can't take it on the chin and make this so better. And that's, in my opinion, that's exactly what he did. Let's get back into what Tariq Nasheed and them talking about.
Hate the truth. They enjoy being lied to. They
definitely
really,
hit that like button. I definitely appreciate it. Please hit that like thumbs up button for your boy.
Cheating on his wife, right? I also think that people should stop internalizing shit from people on the internet. Like, it should not affect your life that much, especially when these women actually called in and asked him for his opinion. Right. You can't ask someone for their opinion.
Exactly. Opinions. On his platform, everything he gave was an opinion. People can't take their opinion right. Exactly what I said earlier on these broadcasts, and exactly what people have said when they called in earlier to the Tariq Nasheed show about opinions that he gave them about their marriage. Let's go back into some of this.
And then get upset with what they have to say. You should never have been called. So I just wanted to say that, can we stop saying all black people? Let's be clear. Let's start saying melanated people needed to get it together, because I don't see black American women celebrating the death of this man. And I absolutely didn't agree with all that he had to say, but I am not celebrating the death of this man. But the ones that I have, absolutely, it's been very telling. So thank you for allowing me.
And that's a shame. Mostly his own kind are celebrating the death of another black person. That's a shame. It's a shame. How would you celebrate? Would you like that if that was your family member? How do you think his family feels? Let's go back to some of these callers. It's a shame.
Thank you, beloved. All right, let's get Nisha. Let's get Nisha in here.
Hello, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I've been watching Kevin Samuels for a little minute now, and I can honestly say that I do not agree, with everything that he says, but I definitely agree with, how would I say it, like the health problems in the black community. I am 23 years old. I'm currently a nutrition major, and I definitely believe in black women's health, and I definitely, we need to do better. Like, we are one of the highest rates in obesity in America, and I think that's definitely something we should improve on.
Right. And yeah, my man, thank you for the call, beloved. Yeah, he was giving good advice as far as that. Sometimes it's harsh truth. A lot of the dude.
Key word is harsh. Truth. He gave truth though. It might have been harsh, but he gave truth. If you called into the Kevin Samuels show and asked for his opinion, he gave you his opinion. If you didn't want his opinion, you should never called into the show. That's all his platform was. You feel me? He gave people advice. If you didn't want his advice, you should never called into the show or ask anybody. You know what I mean? If you don't want the hard truth, don't ask people for their opinion.
If you're dusty, you got to step it up. You got to step your money game up. You got to step your mouthpiece game up. I used to go in on dusty dudes on my Mac Lesson show all the time, and the women out here, y'all want to get ballers. You got to get your physical game in order to get the ballers. That's just how it is. That's not disrespectful. That's just how the game is. You want a top level dude, you got to have top level looks. That's just honest reality. Let's just be very clear. Dudes, you can't get those times if you are dusty and your money ain't right and your mouthpiece is not crisp.
Facts.
We have to start stepping it up. This is real talk. This is real talk, and again, we're fed so many lies as black folks from the dominant society. They run this game on us, and they promote dustiness and less than stellar activities from us. So this is why we have to start being exceptional on our own recognizances. We have to start stepping it up. That's just the reality. Let's get
stepping it up. That's all he wanted black people to do. If you look at Cameron Samuels and his platform, realistically, he just wanted black people to step their game up a notch more. He talked about your health. He talked about you, if you wanted the baddest chick or you wanted the best relationship. He gave you his opinion of what you should do. A lot of people didn't want to take his opinion and start hating on him because they looked in the mirror and seen the truth.
What's up, Web June? I can't pronounce your name. Some of these names. Web June.
Web June.
Web Jumper. Okay, I got to read the whole word. Web Jumper. All right, Web Jumper. You want to turn your microphone on? All right, Web Jumper's playing around. Let's get Sega Saturn in here.
Sega Saturn. Motherfucker name is Sega.
All right, Sega Saturn.
What the heck? His real name can't be Sega Saturn.
All right, now listen, guys. If you have an iPhone 1, do not try to call up. You know your phone is janky. Do not try to call up if you know your phone is janky. Let's get DH Truth, and let's get Store Your Lighter. I get Store Your Lighter next. But DH Truth, hop on.
Great.
How you doing, brother? Where you calling from?
Calling from out Pittsburgh.
There you go. What's on your mind, brother?
FBA, of course.
No doubt. All
Check
day.
out the podcast. But it's very sad passing away of our brother. I don't really want to critique him after his death because that feels kind of corny to me. But I'd say if I had his show, I would have used just a touch more tact. But they asked for it, so you can't really call them ignorant.
True.
So, yeah. That's how it goes, bro. There it is, man. Real talk. Let's get Natanya.
Shalom, family.
How are you, Natanya?
I'm good. Thank you for letting me speak. I just want to say that I think it's really disgusting, some of the posts that I've been seeing about this man. I wasn't really a follower of him like that. I listen to him occasionally. But, I mean, we got to keep it real, ladies. A lot of us are completely out of pocket. A lot of us is really out here doing the most. You know what I'm saying? I just think that with this new morality that's going around, all this PC talk, you can't speak truth to power the way we once were. I grew up in the 70s and the 80s. You know, it was just different back then. You know what I'm saying? You could tell somebody, yo, you out of pocket. You need to fix that. You know what I'm saying? And we could take that and be like, you know what? Maybe I should look at myself. I'm going to use myself as an example. When I was a young woman, I'm 50 now, but I was like pinky out. You know what I'm saying? I had like a real funky attitude, and I will always blame other women. Like, oh, it ain't me with the attitude. It's them. But then I had a real friend that came at me like real, like, listen, bitch, I'ma just keep it 100 with you. You got mad chips on your shoulder.
Look at that, keeping it 100. Sometimes you need that friend or family member that's gonna keep it a buck with you, right? Keeping it a buck with somebody makes that person a better person. You don't want to feed lies to somebody and let them believe in those lies because they're never going to work on themselves. So, yeah, she's speaking truth right here.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you really need to check yourself. And I had to accept that. You know what I'm saying? Only a real friend, somebody that care about you, is going to tell you the real. And if we out of pocket, ladies, we got to look at ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We got to look at the shit that we doing. We running around here with our titties all out, ass all out, weave down our back, and then looking crazy when a nigga come at you sideways. Like, it's all in your presentation. You know what I'm saying? Like that old joke went, you can't be wearing a whole uniform and then get mad when a nigga come and smack you on your ass. You know what I'm saying? We got to tighten our shit up, bottom line. And I'm just really disheartened that I'm seeing all this hate for this man. Like I said, I wasn't a follower of him like that, but I can accept truth. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I want to say. I just think that we really need
to go to another commercial. Hate when it does this.
Thank you so much, beloved. You got to land that plane. But thank you. You made some very good points.
Some good points.
Let's get here for Store Your Lighter. Store Your Lighter. Let's get my brother Store Your Lighter in here.
Hey, somebody got a lighter up in here? Can y'all hear me? I'm going to make sure my audio right.
There you go. What's up, family?
I'm good, man. I ain't FBA, but 1,000% support the movement, man. Y'all knew what's sold. You feel me? But it's just crazy watching all this stuff unfold on Twitter about like how they're rejoicing and like much to echo what y'all was saying, like you can't. His message was simple. His message was clear. People took that stuff too far and took it to heart for being complacent. Like you were saying, we was told things by previous generations. They was just trying to lead us the best they could, but some of the things they were slightly off on, and he helped. He was that brutally honest uncle that some of us didn't have.
Yes, sir. Sure. Thank you so much, brother. Now, Insider, you keep popping in. Pop in.
A lot of us need that truth, just like me. Who is this? Hey, how you doing, man? We touching base on the brother Kevin Samuels, man. I appreciate you for tuning in. Definitely hit that like button. I really appreciate it. Definitely hit that like button. If you want to tune in and tap in, I'll leave your comments below about what you think about brother Kevin Samuels and his dislikes and likes about people and the things he said on his platform. If you know anything about brother Kevin Samuels, definitely hit that like button. I appreciate it. See, I got people tapped in here not hitting that like button. Hit that like button for your boy. I appreciate it. It makes the platform go a long way.
What's up, bro?
One love to the FBI and shout out to the CIA. I don't even want to say it yet until I hear from like a news organization, and I know a lot of his friends and family have confirmed it from their perspective. But I will say the people who are out here celebrating and and posting happy posts about what is rumored to happen, those are the people whose opinions I don't care about. They are outing themselves with their attitude. They're outing their thought processes, and they need to stay in their corner. And those are the people, honestly, I don't think he was even talking to. I don't think Kevin Samuels was even talking to those kind of people, because we can't save everybody.
That's
Some
right.
people don't want to be saved. Some people don't want to listen. And that's even is something I've actually kind of found within myself. I can't save everybody, and I'm talking to men and women. You can't save everybody. So whoever wants to learn will learn. Whoever doesn't want to learn.
That's fact. Sometimes it takes a person to look in the mirror to change yourself. You feel me? Like, you could give people your opinion, but it takes that person to really sit back and look at their own self and want to change their own self. And I feel like that's all he tried to do with his platform was to have you look in the mirror. Once you look in the mirror yourself, you're gonna make certain changes with yourself. If you don't, that's on you. Nobody can't make you do something. You feel me? But don't ask for nobody's opinion or advice.
They'll find out the hard way. Unfortunate way to say it. So, nothing.
All right, thank you so much, brother. Let's get Rude Awaken. Let's get Rude Awaken in here.
Hello.
What's up, Rude Awaken?
Good, man.
Where you calling from, brother?
Jersey.
All right, what's on your mind?
Homie from Jersey, repping Jersey.
It's sad what was going on with the brother.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But what do you think about this new House Speaker? I see a lot of Haitians, you know, they rejoicing and all of that. Over that, you know, it's a nothing burger to us.
Yeah.
But to them, it's something, you know.
Yeah, for those who don't know what my brother's talking about, they got this new House Speaker that Biden has rolled out, that Haitian chick, Jean Pierre, and she blocked me a long time ago because I've been calling her ass out. So she blocked me a long time ago. She's one of them stud women.
Definitely hit that like button, that subscribe button for your boy. I appreciate it when you hop in this room. You feel me? We touching base on a couple of different things, but right now we're still on the topic of Kevin Samuels and, you know, trying to get some of the women's opinions that was on the Tariq Nasheed show, and, you know, them calling in, and, you know, some people said some hard stuff, you know, but a lot of people agree with some of the things that Kevin Samuels was saying on his platforms, and, you know, I'm one of the people that agree with most of the stuff he was saying. I feel like a lot of stuff he was saying was to make you a better person. If you believe it or not, just go back to his platforms. Anybody that called into his shows to ask for advice or anything, it was really for you to look in the mirror of yourself, especially for black people, right? And I feel like a lot of his hate is coming from people that's out of the country, that's not FBA. You feel me?
And just got her a white woman. So, yeah, she blocked me a couple of years
Definitely
ago.
tap
So
into the chat too. Don't be afraid to hop in the chat.
Janky ways, but yeah, they done paraded her around and made her the House Speaker, and whatever they made her, and it's a nothing burger. They're gonna try to parade her around like, hey, look, black folks, look at what we're doing for you. We put a Haitian lesbian up here in this position, so this is going to be your representative. No, thank you. She is not our representative. I am not impressed. That is a nothing burger. Where the hell are my reparations monies?
Exactly.
All right? We're not going for any symbolic gestures. I want my reparations money. Bro Noir,
thank you, man. What's going on tonight? I kind of grew up listening to all of those Alpha Bro podcasts, and the thing about Kevin Samuels is that he built an entire platform off of denigrating a particular group of people, black women. Black women in this country have never once had it easy. I encourage everyone to go and read Medical Bondage about the origins of American gynecology. Absolutely horrific shit. Black women have had it extremely hard in this country, and the complaint that black women are hard is, what other choice did they have? So Kevin Samuels coming out and telling a woman that you're over 30 and you have kids, so you don't deserve love and you need to shoot within your range.
Did he say that? Did he say
every time? Several times. You guys can't link a video here. I can literally link to 2 or 3 reaction videos recently before his untimely passing.
Wow.
It is when you describe someone who punches down, it doesn't mean necessarily that you look down upon them. It's that person or that group is already under attack, and you're deciding to attack them more, which is what.
Okay, do you guys feel that way? Put that in the comments, man. Put that in the comments. Do you feel like he downed women? That he downed black women? Put that in the comments. Let's talk about it. Let's chop it up. Do you feel he downed women, or was his vision to make people better? What is your opinion?
He decided to do. I wrote a book about coonery, and the main thing about coonery is if a white racist can use anything you say to attack black people further, you're doing them a favor. And that's the thing with Kevin Samuels. I don't. The people who are celebrating his death,
right?
It's distasteful. But when you build a platform off of disrespect, you're kind of you're gonna get some anger. So I understand why they're doing it. I'm not happy that they're doing it, but I get where they're coming from.
Yeah.
Okay. There it is. All right, brother. Well, thank you for your call and your opinion, sir. I respect you that. Let's get okay, Sega is.
No, can't go wrong with people's opinion. Like I said, that's the reason why we're talking about brother Kevin Samuels, because he pretty much that's all he did was give his opinion, and his opinion got him into a lot of hot fire with a lot of people of his own kind.
Sega, whatever your name is, Sega Saturn.
Sega? What her name is? Sega. Well, I was about to go play the game real quick, named Sega.
You ready? Alright. Sega Saturn, you got it together?
I mean, named Sega Saturn. I don't know what he want to do.
Well, letting everybody get their opinion in, you know?
That's what I'm saying. These platforms is all about opinion. When somebody does reaction videos to one of your videos or talks about somebody else on their platform on their YouTube channel, it's all of your opinion. A lot of times it's not facts about somebody because a lot of these people do not know him personally. You feel me? You did not know him personally. A lot of people that talk about him didn't know him personally. That's talk to people that actually knew brother Kevin Samuels personally, that had a real relationship with him because they have a different experience with him as a human being, not just somebody that's just a YouTuber or just out there in the scenes. There's he has loved ones that loved him. He has friends that cared about him and that was around him a lot. So, look at Minister Jab. He was real cool with Minister Jab, and Minister Jab played a lot of his stuff, and I might even post some of his stuff up that things he did with Kevin Samuels. So a lot of people have different opinions about him. That's all I'm trying to touch base with. Everything is about an opinion. You can't really hate somebody because they have an opinion. We're humans. We all have different brains. We all have different goals and opinions, and that's exactly what having a platform is about, having an opinion.
That's what's on your mind. That's what's on your mind. Let's get Emanuela. Let's get her in here. Then we're going to get Teresa in here. We'll get some of these sisters in here to chop up. I would like to hear from them.
Exactly.
But Emanuela. Let's get Emanuela in here.
What if there was a way to get your music to go viral on Spotify? A way to get your...
Hello.
Emanuela, let's get you in here. Oh, are you still there, Emanuela? Turn your microphone on, Emanuela.
Oh, hello. Can you hear me?
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
I can hear you.
Okay. I just wanted to quickly
speak
on the whole Kevin Samuels issue. Well, I think
Hold on a second. Okay, I hear an accent. Are you in the UK?
No, I'm not in the UK. I'm actually in Shanghai, China, but I'm originally from South Africa.
Oh, I see. Go ahead. Yeah.
So initially I would listen to Kevin Samuels. I actually would follow him and listen to him a lot. And I think that some of the points that he would make were, good points. Carry ourselves, about our mentality, our attitude, and all of that stuff. Like, that was really good. But somewhere along the line, I feel like his message started to get very divisive in a way among the men and women in the black community. I think that some of the things that he was saying were actually very disrespectful. So that's when I stopped kind of listening to him. And another, just proof of that was recently.
I want to look into that.
A lady that
I want to look into some of that, some of his disrespectful messages, and maybe I'll touch base on that too to see exactly what people are saying about. I guess some of his things he said were misleading. It seems like.
That's actually a friend of mine. She recently turned 35, and she recently came across one of his posts, and she actually had called me, and she was, filled with fear because she had just seen a post about how when you're at this age, 35, you're gonna die alone, and all of that rhetoric that is being spewed out. So I do think that he did have somewhat of a good message initially, but I think that a lot of people, it gained a lot of momentum, and then he saw that he was gaining a lot of popularity by, disrespecting black women, which I think that was not, a good way to go. So,
all right. Well, yeah. Thank you so much.
That's the opinion.
I think, and again, I wasn't a regular watcher of our brother Kevin. I watched little snippets of his video. I didn't watch him on a regular basis. I will admit I didn't watch him on a regular basis. So a lot of the stuff that y'all said, he said this, said that, I'm not going to defend or negate.
Exactly. Like me myself, I was not really a big. I know exactly who he is due to other podcasts and things I watched. I didn't really follow Kevin Samuels like that. I knew his idea of things he said, so I definitely want to touch base on what people think was that was harmful. Let me see if I can type in like what he thinks about black women. See, I'm trying to see things that pop up. All right, let me see. Hates black women and things like that. I know a lot of people trying to get the brownie points they passed to win. Alright, let's see this part right here.
When advertising on YouTube, I know that making an authentic video with a clear call to action is the key to getting results.
Umar Johnson, the man who has 2 children by 2 different women he never married. Dr. Umar Johnson, the guy that for the last 10 years has not built one of the school he's collected money from. Dr. Umar, hold on, ma'am. Dr. Umar Johnson, the man who calls you queen, mother, goddess, and all this other kind of stuff. And again, for those who are keeping score, this is another woman who comes on and says, talk to us more like Umar. The Prince of Pan African. Big Papa's in the house.
Yo, he funny.
For my donation. I mean, shout out to Umar. I ain't got no problem with the dude, but I think it's funny y'all keep coming over here asking everybody to talk like Umar. Queen Mother Goddess. Cocoa Butter and sea moss gold and shit.
A dozen. I'm going to call them the dirty dozen of division. The triple D, the dirty dozen of division. There's about 12 members of the dirty dozen of division, 12 beta males, YouTube life coaches, who are trying to build a platform by making black women feel bad. I don't like it. I can't appreciate black men trying to.
So you, come on, let's put this in the comments. Do you guys feel like that's what he did? You mean, I'm not saying Kevin Samuels didn't say bad things about black women. I'm sure he did. And he had his opinions about black women. How do y'all feel about things that he has said about black women?
Make $1 off of making black women feel bad. And unfortunately, our black women, some of them are so thirsty for validation that they're participating in the attacks and slander against the black female community, and that's not acceptable. That's not acceptable. No black women should ever subject.
Yo, it's Big Ant, man. We're back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV.
I don't want to play too much of somebody else's podcast, but yeah, look like everybody had their opinions on him. I'm just trying to see something of him going off on black women. I'm trying to get a little taste.
Yes, I planned the child with him and everything because I felt bad, about how.
No, I'm just trying to understand. So both of the children you have from him?
Oh no, I had a child after I left him.
Okay, so you were together with him from age 20. From what to what?
From age 20 to 30, I guess.
30, and you're how old? 32?
Yeah.
So you had a child with him and then a child after him.
Yes. It the child after him was like a revenge thing. I was upset. Yeah. Okay. And I had a child by his cousin.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow.
So your ultimate question is what?
Drama as it is right there. I ain't mean to cook on that one, but that's drama as it is. Had a baby by his cousin? Okay.
My question is, I'm trying not to be salty towards like all men, and I'm trying
Why should you be salty? I mean, ma'am, no disrespect, but what you just said is you told a story where you were a young woman dealing with a man who had you, and for 10 years you were fucking around. He cheats one time.
No, not the whole 10 years.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. 10 years, 3 years, 5 years, you were cheating a lot.
Yeah.
He cheats one time, then you decide to get salty and leave. And then you leave, and then on the way out, you screw his cousin and have a baby with him.
But it's not like his blood.
And I'm just getting the story right, ma'am.
Yeah.
And now you're trying to figure out how not to get salty with me. That's basically what you said.
Well, yeah, I don't think I explained it right, but
I don't. Okay, the facts are right.
What other ways can you explain it? It's your story. God damn.
The facts are right.
The facts are right, yeah.
Okay, then why should you even be in a relationship with anybody?
I guess that's what I'm trying to figure out. I need to just work on myself right now, baby.
Well, I mean, do you have a son or a daughter?
My son is 11, and my daughter
is... So if your son came in and said, hey, Mom, you know the woman I've been with for 10 years? Yeah. You know the mother of my child? Yeah. She been cheating on me for 4 or 5 years in the relationship. I just took it. Then I did, and then one time I slipped and cheated on her. She decided to leave me and took my kid with me.
Yeah.
And then on the way out the door, she fucked my cousin and got pregnant by him.
Take that phone call in a minute.
I feel like if he didn't want to stay with me in the midst of the cheating, he should have left me. Yeah. You know, he stayed with me.
So this is one thing. See how people called into a show, right, and ask for advice. That's typically what happens. And he gives his opinion. You telling him a story he doesn't know about, right? You break the story down the best way you can, and he goes off of that. So you can't be mad if he gives you a certain opinion. You feel what I'm saying? So happy I touched base on this video. I'm not going to play too much of this video or this lady's business and stuff like that, but I just wanted to click on him giving opinions, so forth, of what somebody breaking a story down to him and he giving his opinion. That's basically what this is about. All of this is about an opinion, right? So yeah, rest in peace to the good brother Kevin Samuels. All he did was give his opinion, if you liked it or not. That's all he did was give his opinion. Definitely stay tuned to more like videos like this. I'm going to be going live randomly, but I do have a set show on Sundays. Me and my panel, some of my closest friends, we go live and talk about different topics. Definitely stay tuned because we're going to be lit about, I would say, like 11:30, 12 o'clock Eastern time. So definitely tap in on Sundays. On this platform. Definitely tap in. We're going to be lit. We're going to talk about different topics. You are welcome to join the panel, to bless the chat. You know what I mean? We're going to have people tuned in every Sunday. We're going to be lit over there. Definitely tune in. I'm definitely going to be going live more on topics like this on my own. You know, when I just on my computer and I'm just going live talking. Hopefully I can get more people to tune in with me on my own personal lives like this too. But yeah, definitely stay tuned to your boy Jersey Rich on more content, because I'm going to keep it going, man. I'm not going to give up on none of this stuff. I'm going to keep it moving and stay with the content. If you do replay this video back, and I hope you do, please like this video. Thumbs up, you feel me? If you're not subscribed to the channel, please go subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. And yeah, it's your boy Jersey Rich. I'm over and out, man. Stay tuned to the to Sunday's show. Be safe, man. Blessings.